Hi, good people. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Welcome back to the channel. In a matter of about 24 hours, I'm doing some more reviews. I had a nice little sleep in the middle of the night. Now it's around, I think time is around almost 6 a.m. here. So a couple of reviews means I'm going to be doing this episode and one more list for fall that I'm doing and I'm enjoying a lot. So as you can see, these are all full bottle reviews, and I decided to do all three in one video. And these are House of Victorinox, and these are, you can say, houses that don't get that much talk. Okay, not much push from reviewers from this house. I reviewed a few. I'll leave a link below. Always check my other reviews from this house. So I have decided, I thought, maybe I could individual one by one, but then I'm like, nah, I'm feeling a bit lazy, right? So I have Victorinox Swiss Army Classic. Then I have steel. It's a new line, and black steel. And I think this line also has wood. Okay, I have reviewed from a full bottle. I still have that. I don't know why I kept it. Okay. So the reason being, these are same house, right? They're not same fragrance at all. But if you are interested in this house, you'll be benefited from one video if you should look at these or not. So they each of these samples I got when I purchased few fragrance from one retail shop here. So they always are generous, they give you one or two samples when you purchase, few fragrances. So let's go one by one. I'll go from right to left. Okay. And Victorinox, I would not say it's my most favorite house because their fragrances, for some reason, Bangladesh, they are retail expensive. Like think they're selling for, I don't remember, $50 to $60, which is not cheap. I used to think these are like 20 something dollars. Maybe in foreign countries they are, but on retail they are on the expensive side, 40, 50, at least $40, $50 for these fragrances are not, for me, was not worth it. So I did not pick up so many, but a couple of them are nice. Okay, I'll let you know as I go. So first one is a classic, and this is how the new bottle looks. I think back in the days this fragrance was released and it had like outer body, okay, and the bottle could slip in like a glass bottle, and it had like a metal body. So what would happen is they're like two-part bottle. So I don't know if I don't have any bottle of that to show, but these are new metal looking body, and I think these are glass and very simplistic minimalist presentation, not very expensive looking. So I'm wearing this fragrance on my left hand, I like here, and I'll let you know how this smells, how long it lasts. So this one, according to Fragrantica, there is a lot more than what they're saying, like mint, lavender, and amber. There are a few more, okay, notes, I think. So these are mint, green notes, bergamot, yuzu, ginger, lavender, rosemary, according to Fragrantica, violet leaves, I don't know, edelweiss, I don't know what that is, a floral, it shows geranium, cypress, balsam, fir, cedar, musk, and amber. So heavy notes breakdown, and you might feel this is a very complex fragrance. When I smell it, it reminds me, it's something reminiscent of, you can say, cool water type fragrance, okay? And with a mint twist. There are a lot of sporty flankers that have been released, which are ozonic, they sort of like try to replicate the Swiss, mountains and all that. So maybe the glaciers, maybe a little bit of a snow, cool breeze, some green notes, like a nature like, so cooling sort of fragrance for summer. That's what they're trying to make here. So I smelled the original before, like the older bottle, and I'll tell you what the weaknesses. Let me tell you about these fragrances. All of them, or most part, are the longevity and projection. If you buy this even for cheap, if you expecting like 3 to 4 hours of longevity at least, I did not get that from these fragrances. Okay, black steel, maybe the last one could be a little bit different, but it's also not a beast. So main problem people have with this house is longevity and projection. These are on the poorer side. I would say poor because they hardly lasted 1 hour on me. Okay, especially this one, the classic one, doesn't last more than 1 hour, which is a shame because I like the smell. This smells very pleasant, clean, fresh, something in that same category of Aqua di Gio's, cool waters, and I think it does have the lavender, so it does have the fougere vibe. So it's a fresh, you can wear it, I think, summer days. But the main problem is if you get this for $45, your expectation is going to be much more higher. At that price point, you can get a Middle Eastern fragrances do a perform like 20 times more, right? So let's say something like that you get a Hawas for, so Hawas is going to perform like crazy. But it's not a comparison video, so I think this smells nice, overpriced, doesn't perform. So for me, it's a good fragrance. It has been in the market for some time, but let's say you can score this in one of those groups where they're selling, like someone is clearing out their collection and they're just like having a garage sale or something like that. They're letting it go for cheap. At $25, you can get that would be a good price point, but nowadays no one's going to give you 25 bucks. So Overall, smells pleasant, nothing new, weak juice and expensive. So I'll call this, it's a nice smell. Maybe back in the days there were not as many alternatives to this, but nowadays you do have many fragrances, right? So for me, it's a pass. I'll give this fragrance a 5 out of 10, classic, okay, for value and longevity and pricing. So next one, these two are bit interesting, okay, um, because these new lines are a bit more modern and they are upgraded, okay. If performance wise, not so sure, but definitely for smell. So this is called Steel and Victorinox. Nice presentation. The bottles I like. These bottles are really nice looking bottles, solid bottles, glass bottle. Check out my wood review from this line. This one has violet leaves, aquatic accord, white fur accord, okay. So I am wearing this on this hand, okay. I can smell it, it's almost gone. So according to Fragrantica, this fragrance has, I always refer to Fragrantica, this one has lavender, violet leaves, sea notes, moss and cedar. So both these fragrances have one thing in common, they're both fresh and the opening very pleasant. Definitely I enjoy the opening a lot. Let me just respray because I want to, be reminded of the beautiful opening. Okay, the juice color is nice too, light gray metal bluish color. And on the opening, man, this is so beautiful. I just absolutely love the opening. This is even more pleasant opening than the classic. So this one you can definitely get the some citruses, it smells like a grapefruit slash sweet fruit. And then that violet leaves gives that aquatic ozonic feel, definitely sea breeze, like, or the big waves of ocean. You can get all that. It reminds me a little bit of Invictus too, but not as sweet. So it's a fresh aquatic sort of a cooling kind of fragrance and kind of nice. It's really nice. And base is, I think, cedar, so woody base. But again, if you ask me, performance, okay. This maybe in colder countries will definitely last longer than the classic. On me, my skin, about 2 hours this is completely gone. So it does last more than this, but not anything to brag about. So that's a shame because it smells nice. Perhaps you can layer these fragrances with something like Iso Super Molecule O1, Eccentric O1, maybe to increase the enhance the performance. But I think in general this fragrance smells nice. So it got compared a little bit to something like Platinum Egoist, but I think much modern, much stronger, and much better fragrance. So there are certain elements you can say Platinum Egoist like, but it's lacking that that wow factor, right? So after 15 minutes, its wow factor is gone. The opening is gone. So you can use it like if you like lighter version of Invictus. I would say it's similar to that. Okay, don't get me wrong. You can get totally different vibe. If you like Versace Purom, Polo Blue, or like Boss Bottle Sport, that kind of fragrances, you can like this. So I like this over the classic, and I think it's gonna be good for fall. Like uh, spraying when it rains. That would be a good thing to wear. But again, don't expect performance from this. So I'll give this like 6 out of 10. Okay, so that's like Steel. So the third one is the most interesting one out of the bunch because this one, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Sebastian Zara, looking, feeling, smelling great. I think that is his older name of the channel. He is one of my most favorite persons on YouTube. He is like awesome guy, awesome, solid, and very like a how to say complete reviewer. His content is on a different level. So I think he liked this a lot. I think if I'm mistaken, I'm sorry, but I think this is the fragrance he liked a lot and he said it's very good. And he like praised it a lot. So when I saw the sample, I'm like, yeah, I want to review this, right? So it's EDT concentration. Sorry, a little bit of cold. Okay, so EDT concentration, and the bottle looks like just like the previous one, the steel one, but their juice look different. Okay, this is blue, this is kind of like gray amber colored juice you can see in the sample. And this one, it's, they say black pepper, large accord, I don't know what that is, smoky pine. Okay, I'm wearing this fragrance on my hand. Let me respray a little bit. This one is nice, actually, very nice fragrance. Okay, so we're gonna put it here, and then I'll let you know the notes breakdown from Fragrantica. Ginger, black pepper, leather, larch, I don't know what larch is, I'm sorry if I'm sounding ignorant, almonds and pine. So supposedly interesting notes breakdown, and sounds like a more darker fragrance for cooler months like winter, perhaps even fall and winter. because it has more serious pepper, ginger. Those are spices that you usually enjoy in colder month fragrances. So I can definitely see that, like that weather type. And it smells, man, it smells so beautiful. The opening, I give it a 10. I love this opening out of the three the most. This smells so gorgeous. If you smell this, you feel this is going to be a major designer release. This got compared to Dolce & Gabbana, the one EDT. And I can tell you, I also have that here. That's one of my favorite fragrances, but it's not a clone of that, okay? It has similarity, but not same. The thing is, this opening, not just ginger and black pepper, there is some sweetness to it, okay? And it's a nice little sweetness. I'm not sure where it's coming from. It's like a nutty sweetness, okay? So nutty means they mention almond, but I think this is a beautiful opening, 10 for the opening. And then the most disappointing part comes when it goes to dry down. I don't know if it's my weather or what. Again, it doesn't last, okay? Out of the three, this lasts longest. I think 3 hours you can get out of it if you're lucky. If in fall, maybe 3.5 hours, I'm not sure. But some people said on Fragrantica, this one is good longevity, okay? Like this one got good lasting power on it. I did not get that here in my AC room, right? So maybe it's just a small samples, that's why. But out of the three, this is a good performing fragrance. And I did like the wood even more than this. So it's a nice, safe, sweet, spicy fragrance. Very simple, very like a lovey-dovey. You can wear this for close encounters, dates. You know, if you have like a anniversary and you know your wife and you going to get romantic. So this is a good fragrance for that. There's nothing scary, peppery about it. So that's a good thing, and it's not a clone of Dolce & Gabbana, the one to my nose, right? So Sebastian's are definitely talked about the quality of this fragrance. A longevity, I can tell you, different skin may have different results, but for me, I'm not recommending for beast mode performer, okay? But still, I'll give this fragrance high ranking. I'll give it like a 7.5 out of 10 because of the way it smells. So there you go, 3 Victorinox fragrances from samples. Hope you appreciate my work. And guys, I think it's all your support and all the like positive comments, even criticisms. These are the things that making me do more and more upload. And definitely this is my line of work. I love doing this. I was sick for a very long time, so I got very depressed. So I'll try to make up more and more work with that. Okay, I'll end this video and check out these fragrances. Do not blind buy anything. If you are in Bangladesh, you go to Sandara. Okay, they have samples of most of these, and testers as well. You can test before buy. If you do not like it, you can call it a pass, but do not buy a full bottle of these with retail. That's my last humble request. Thank you so much for watching. Let's do one more list, then we'll upload this. Take care.